Well, good evening, King of Avalon. This is night 10. How are you doing? Um, yeah, so I just got on, and you can see this Savannah Cat 567. Good to meet you. Zeroed me out. I was offline and was busy with family. I get on, and I'm like, my castle's on fire, and I haven't seen that for a long time. And I realized that someone had basically zeroed me, and you can see here there were multiple hits on me. Savannah Cat, and let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits, and then cleared me out with the subsequent attacks. And then someone from 86, some plant or farm account, took my relics from me. And thankfully, I found out soon enough, because once I found out, took my Blade of Deliverance, and then took my Guardian Scepter, and then I luckily got on, found him, and hit him multiple times. And so that's what's going on with that. And so here I am in 567 and wanting to, I just cleared out some of their towers. Good to meet you, 567. And I took out their fort, and then one of their 40s took me out. I had no infantry, cleared me out. So what I am going to do, I am going to sit on their fortress. They got a ton of ore there. So I'm gonna play a little bit. Thankfully, this was Conquest. My sloppiness, I had my main march in our fortress and just sitting there gathering points, and then didn't realize I didn't get my dragon blade, and so they attacked me without my dragon. So I'm gonna burn some gold. Burn some gold and make yeah. Let's see here. Okay, so they vacated. I'm gonna sit here for a little bit. And let's see here. Killer Bugs. I think Killer Bugs was the one that hit me. But Savannah, good to see you. I see you're back. Your alliance probably alerted you, hey, Night 10's in our alliance hive and taking us out. But good to meet you, Savannah Cat. Yeah, so yeah, I think our alliance has been really, really inactive. We're like bottom of the barrel, 5th place. I haven't even got my points. I've been gathering. I got in 6 hours after it started. They changed the start time of this, and I was just sitting on the tower. I mean, our altar and gathering points, and still didn't get 80k points. So I'm gonna finish up my 80k points here, and yeah. But how's your alliance going? Let's take a look at some of these reports. I know you guys love reports. So again, here they had, I don't know how many troops they had. They had, I think, about 2 million troops. So I think they had all their alliance members there, and so kind of sitting on the fortress, getting points. And yeah, so they were heavily fortified there. The leader was a 12 and a bunch of 10s. Tons of 10s. Then after I got there, I lost all my infantry, you can see here. Very few infantry left, maybe 30k infantry. Then smartly enough, the gentleman, looks like Bugs Bunny, hit me, took me off that because I had no infantry. So let's take a look here. And by the way, I have not been buffing up. As you know, these are inflated Alliance Conquest buffs, but I have not really been growing much in terms of buffing up here and there. So here's Killer Bugs. Good job for knocking me off the fortress, and I'm sitting back here again. So just to let you know, Savannah Cat, FYI, I almost lost my relics because you zeroed me out. And I would not be surprised if this Lord number 0864164698 is you. I wouldn't be surprised if it's you and you're messing around and you took my relics from me. But anyhow, all fun and games. Only because thankfully I got on soon enough and was able to reacquire these 2 relics. Wow, that was pretty kind of unexpected. But let's see here. Let's see here. 600k troops. Let me scout this out. So 567, shout out to you guys. Savannah Cat did zero me. And now shielded. Probably knowing that I was not happy. But regardless, it's conquest, thankfully, and it's part of the game. My fault. Just assume no one attacked me. Didn't have any dragon or nor blade in my castle, so hey, you took advantage of it. That's part of the game. Okay, so who can I zero? What is that? You know, I get these numbers wrong. 200 million. But you know what? I am not going to zero you guys out. That's not what I do. Okay, so, yeah. Conquest, unless it's defensive or maybe the occasional revenge hit. Make Savannah Cat? No, just kidding. Anyhow, it's all fun and games. Hope you're all having fun. Just do a quick check-in here. Quick check-in here. You know, it's funny. I was having a side note, just a thought that came to mind. I was having a discussion with somebody, and they were making statements like, everybody who, and it doesn't matter what it is, I'm just going to say, everybody who X, blank, whatever, is a blank. And I was thinking, what kind of a statement is that? I was like, so everybody who did X is a X type of a person. Or, I mean, it's very, I mean, it's obviously black and white, and I mean, how could that be? That can never be true, unless it's something like, everybody who believes the sun will not rise tomorrow is crazy. Okay, something like that is fine, but when it comes down to everybody who voted for X is a X. And you could replace that word, whoever that person was, with whoever it could be. It could be, you know, any particular political party. For anybody to make these types of statements, and there's a whole segment in the U.S., a whole segment of our culture, media, political slant that makes these really super broad statements that everybody who voted for X is a... And it's funny, it's just kind of very... And I think, how ridiculous is that? I mean, how ridiculous is that? I mean, imagine if that other party or group of individuals made the same statement about their group. I'm pretty sure that there'd probably be some type of outlash or outrage as to how close-minded and provincial thinking and limited thinking those people would be. But in fact, it's those same people that are doing that same thing. And it's this kind of thing that is so ridiculous. It's preposterous. It's ridiculous. You know, it's funny. Many of you know I'm not white. I'm not Caucasian. But it's funny, there's a certain segment of our society, political slant, that is like going in this direction that everybody who is white is of a certain philosophical standpoint. They're racist, they're whatever it may be. Okay? And of course, there are individuals that are Caucasian, that are white, that are racist. But it's funny, the assumption or the converse of that is that everybody who is white is racist. However, everybody who isn't white is not racist. So I want you to think about that, because there's a certain, not everybody in the US, but there is a certain element of our society that says everybody who is white is privileged and racist. But at the same time, I'm very curious. The assumption then therefore is they're all evil because the other groups are not racist. I'll tell you what. I was born and raised in the US, and I've seen racist people that were from all backgrounds and all colors. And it's funny, I wonder if you go to another country, whether it's an Asian country or you go to a South American country, I wonder if there's racism there. Does racism exist in those countries? And if it does, who are the perpetrators of that prejudice and racism? So I don't know. I don't know. Some simple things. I always like to keep things simple, like Occam's razor. And I don't know. Just food for thought. I don't know. For some reason, I was thinking about this, and I just thought I'd share that, and you know. But anyhow, it is what it is. All right. So back to this. I'm sorry. I went on my little political soapbox here, but let me see how many points I got. Okay, we're 11 minutes. It's not one of my longer videos. Let's see here. Hopefully I got my 80K point. Okay, I got my 80K points. Now I can get my last reward. So, yeah. I mean, hope you're all having fun out there. All of you that always come support the channel, watch my videos, leave comments. I try to respond to you. I do appreciate all the support you give, and you guys are awesome. You guys really are awesome, and I know many of you come from many different backgrounds, and that's what's awesome. And being able to be respectful of people from all cultures, even all political realms. And an individual that's able to do that is truly tolerant and truly an individual of diversity. It's funny, if you claim to be a person of diversity and culture and believing for the rights of others, but yet you stomp on the rights of others, I mean, that to me is, you're hypocritical. It's an ironical, it's like a Mobius strip, the Mobius strip. Some of you might know what that is. But those that are truly tolerant, you'll be surprised that those that hate others because they claim they're not tolerant, they're being intolerant. But I wouldn't be surprised if the other group that they're accusing of being intolerant, there's actually a ton of people that are very tolerant and accepting of others. Just food for thought. Anyways, as we go into the new year, I want to wish all of you a great New Year's, for all, also happy holidays. And I know we just had Christmas. For those of you that do celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. Had some time with family. But anyhow, yeah. Oh, got that message going out. But anyhow, enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of the conquest. We got 8 hours, 9 hours left. With that, we'll call it a day. Take care. Have fun. And should I do one more hit? Nah, I won't. Okay, we'll call it a day. Take care. Bye-bye.